Don't worry about the size. It's just the way it came out. Alrighty, BB. We're at the doctor's office, kidney stone urology in Tampa. For those who don't know anything about kidney stones, hopefully this will help them out, because it'll help me out, because I really don't know anything about kidney stones. Especially at this late age of my life. Never had one. And now I'm experiencing it. And maybe with the new technology, it might help somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Compared to the older technology. So it's a quick video. I hope this does come in handy for you guys. Like I said, I don't know nothing about kidney stones. I've never experienced it in the past, and I know it's not fun. And now I'm at the point where I think it's still in me, because I don't know if it's my back or my kidney stone, and I'm scared. I'm just scared that it comes back. Alrighty. I know we got D, so we're upstairs. Alright. I've even been told by some people that possibly the carnivore diet might have given me kidney stones, but then I look online and it's like everything gives you kidney stones. So, but we're chucking it up to the water.
Yeah,
not drinking enough fluids.
Drink enough.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's like no one's probably really gonna know what gave me the kidney stones, because of the million possibilities. Note to self when you come for your kidney: don't pee before you get in, because they need a sample. Alrighty, at least we got some information.
So what?
I'm starting to learn.
It could be stuck.
That's what she said. Alright, BB found this book at the office. Basically, these were the symptoms I had down there at the bottom. Oh, and the side pain as well. Those were the two symptoms that I had. What I did notice about this book here is the different types of stones, which they don't know yet. I got to get another CT scan. Medicine I am taking is to open up my
urethra,
and hopefully I can pee it out. And then this is what he was talking about. If after the scan and it's not going to come out, then I would have to do a uteroscopy, where you're asleep, they put a stent, they break it up with shock waves, and I don't know, then they take the stent out. But what I did notice, and I did ask him about if had anything to do with, because the only thing that had changed in my life was, of course, was I did the carnivore. And here I'm noticing that I think I have that, the uric acid one, we'll see. But I should be eating less than 6 ounces of meat a day. And I've been eating more than 6 ounces of meat. Now, don't be alarmed, BB. This was a CT scan that was done of me. So don't worry about the size. It's just the way it came out. But anyway, it was the right kidney. And it was stuck right there where that line is, right before the bladder, a 5 millimeter kidney stone. Now, if it's dropped in here, because I don't have a prostate, if it's dropped in here, because there is no blood or nothing in my urine. So that's a good thing, because he says that means it's not tearing it up.
Right.
So one or two things are happening. It's still here. It's here lying down somewhere in the prostate. And like I said, then with that, they go in there with something, break it down, put a stent here, and then hopefully. And they say that in the report there, he says to pass a 5 millimeter, it's 50% chance that you pass it. So it's 50-50. Like you were saying, some people have bigger
urethra
and some people don't. So my chances are 50-50 that I have passed it, but
not everybody organs are the same shape and size as everybody else's. There is no such thing as a textbook patient. Yours may be smaller.
Right, because I had my prostate removed.
Well, and not just that. It's got nothing to do with the prostate itself. It is the tube, urethra, that comes from the kidneys. As it comes down, it gets a little bit smaller. Well, yours could be smaller than somebody else's, to where, okay, everyone's saying, oh, it's 5 millimeter, you can pass it, no problem. But for some people, if it doesn't expand like it's supposed to, even with the medication,
right, you're
not going to pass it. It's going to get stuck.
That's why he said it's 50-50 on that. Right. And the higher it is, it's less.
The harder it is to pass it. So with all these people saying, you'll pass it with no problem. Well, you know what? Not everybody's textbook. Your insides is going to be different from Sean and Carlos's, or, Joe Blow down the road. Just like mine. My insides are not going to be the same as somebody else, even at my age. It's just the way the mob flops. That's why we're all individuals.
And he did say I only had one kidney stone.
Yeah.
Both kidneys are good, but it was just one kidney stone.
Right.
And like I said, when I had asked him about, like, hey, the only thing I had changed in my life was I went carnivore. And he says he's not going to answer that yet till after the CT scan to find out what kind it is first. Then once he tells me what kind it is, then he let me know. But, I mean, just reading that book.
And he already said that if it's a kidney stone that is created from uric acid, an x-ray is not going to pick it up.
Right. Yeah, because I have an x-ray schedule and a CT scan.
There are different types of kidney stones and what forms them.
But like I said, I mean,
there's calcium stones, there are uric acid stones, there,
because I've been having a lot of acid reflux last year. It tripled up. I mean, it could have been that. So it could be one or the other. It could be the acid reflux, because I had
see, these are the types of stones that you will develop. This one. Most common is uric acid and a calcium. And this one is a rare one. But people do develop it.
Yeah.
So.
And looking at the pictures of what the stones look like on the wall. Oh, my God. Ooh, freaking nasty.
Well, like I said, my sister passed one and it looked like a sand spur when it come out. It was all spiky. And you know how they gave you the injection so you wouldn't form a blood clot?
Right.
Well, they had to give Kathy that because, and they went and blasted hers prior to her passing it. But when she passed it, when it come out, it looked like a sand spur, little edges, sharp edges. That's gotta hurt. I mean, that's pushing through tissue and muscle. So. And
he says a good thing is that I'm not bleeding in my urine.
Yeah, they tested his urine today to make
that's
sure.
That's a good thing, because whatever, like I said, if it's stuck there, If it's still stuck here,
Right.
or if it's settling, it's round and it's not affecting this area here and beating it up to make it
Your
bleed.
bladder, right.
So,
but you still got to get it to pass through everything else.
yeah.
You know.
Because they told me I would feel it if it went through and stuff. So
that's why I said I don't think you've passed it.
This here is hurting, like when I pee, and just normal sitting, it hurts here. But he says that as long as it's in here,
it's going to do that.
This is going to affect this. I am having back pains again.
Yeah.
He says drink 64 ounce, even though this book says 92, but he says 64 ounce of water a day. Make sure you're drinking. And
plus other things to drink.
Yeah. So we will see after the CT scan that I get and the x-ray. Both of them will tell.
Yep.
And then we'll just give you more information. But if you guys dealt with this, if you guys had that procedure done where they put that in there and then they blast it and they put a stent, let me know. Like I said, I had a bad PTSD from when they had the catheter stuck in me for an hour and a half and
couldn't get it out.
And they say that in this surgery, you go to sleep, which I'm probably going to need. I mean, I already know it because that's just my luck. But you go to sleep when they do that. They put the stent. You're awake when they take the stent out. But they put some kind of numbing cream. And he goes, you don't feel it. So I don't know. Like right now, mentally, I just can't think about it because it's just driving me nuts. But like I said, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you're going through this. I hope this does help somebody. But, you know, that is, if you've noticed you've had a diet change like me and never, ever had kidney stones, you know, that's why you have to link in those things. Because I don't know nothing about kidney stones, what they look like, everything I'm learning as I'm letting you guys know.
Well,
I'm
honestly,
learning as to go.
You know, when you start changing up diet changes, like you with the carnivore and eating all that meat, there's pros and there's cons to everything.
Yeah.
Well, you lost weight, but now you've gained
I got healthy. Diabetes went down, liver fat went down, cholesterol went down, but I had a kidney stone, but because I'm eating more than 6 ounces of meat, I know that for a fact.
And you weren't drinking.
Right. Drinking too. Yeah, drinking and that. But like I said, prior to that, I wasn't drinking. It wasn't until I started that carnivore that it really brought. But we're not going to answer that until we definitely know if the carnivore diet did have some effect in that.
And we'll see if this carnivore diet's got something to do with your more acid reflux.
That's true too. But now from here on out, I will be cutting my meats to 6 ounces and no more than 6 ounces a day. Or, you know, even though I might not even eat meat the next day, but I'm going to start keeping my everything down to 6 ounces from now on. So, all right. Leave some comments, guys. Leave some comments.
Bye.